If you've seen any of my videos here on YouTube or any of the Teespring courses, you know that I always say do not start with paid Facebook ads to sell shirts on Teespring. Use free social media methods because it's so much more effective. Now, although I have gone into this in some YouTube videos and definitely in the courses, I did want to make a specific video on how to grow your Instagram from the very beginning for Teespring. This is kind of the crucial part on Instagram, and a lot of people are having questions about this, so I want to clear it up in one video here. So if you need help with this, feel free to stick around for this video, and as always, if you do like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Now, I'm going to get into the phone here in a second, but I just wanted to make one quick note that I do have a full course on this that goes step by step. It's only $10 over on Udemy, and that's the discount you guys get through YouTube. And the big difference here is you're going to learn a lot more in detail over there, but also you get one-on-one reviews with me. On YouTube, there's just too many for me to keep up with. So over there, if you need me to look at your page, give you any feedback, you can send me a message and you get that one-on-one feedback. With that being said, let me switch over to my phone here and we can start getting into this. Okay, so let's get started, guys. We only need two things open here. This is going to be Instagram and then a notes on your phone so we can type, and I'll explain why in a minute. So let's come into Instagram and we'll start from here. So there's two things we need to focus on. One is hashtags, and then one is getting followers to follow the page initially. Now, they both are they work together and they're independent, and I'll explain that a bit more in a minute here. But let's start off with hashtags. So come down to the little search icon, which is on the bottom left here, and up top, we're gonna type in our niche. So as you know, I always use yoga as the niche. So let's type in yoga or whatever your niche is. We'll switch it over to tags. And now all of these are going to be niche specific tags. These are the things that we want to start putting on our posts because it'll get in front of people who are interested in these things, but not yet following our page. That's how this works in the beginning. We're going to have a new page, so we're not going to have a lot of followers. So every time we post, it's not going to get in front of a lot of people. When someone follows your page, every time you post, it'll go into their feed without you having to do anything. But in the beginning, we don't have any of those followers. So by putting these hashtags on our posts, it gets in front of people who are not following our page. They'll just be browsing through Instagram and we'll start to show up in their search and their discovery. So this is how we get that initial traffic. So for each post that you make on Instagram, so I'm just gonna come back here, any of these posts, you can put 30 hashtags per post. So what we need to do is we need to make a list of 30. And actually we're going to make a few lists of 30. So go through and find the ones that are relevant and type them into our notes. So what we're going to do is just do hashtag, and then yoga was the first one. And then we can come back over and yoga pants. If you're selling leggings, then this will make sense. If not, yoga poses, this can all still work. So there's more than 30 total on here. So what we need to do is make a few lists of 30 and just the ones that are relevant. So any of these that relate to your niche and what you're selling, whether that's Teespring, you can make a list of 30. So just go ahead and make 30 over here. And then once you've done that with the first 30, you can come down and you can make another list of 30. And then once we have those lists, every time we post a new photo, we will post it and then we'll come in and leave a comment right after we post it and paste. So we'll come over here, we'll select our first list of 30, we'll copy it, and then we'll come over to the post, we'll go to the comments, and then we'll paste it right there, right after we post it. The reason that we do this, and I don't think I do it on this page here, is because if we put it in the description up top, so here's a little bit of an example. If we put it in the description up top, it'll show it with our post. So it would show it in here, which is not exactly ideal. If you put it in a comment right underneath, it doesn't show it when someone's just browsing through the photo. So it keeps it a little bit more clean. So that's the hashtags part of this. And the reason that it's so important is because you're not going to have followers in the beginning. So you need to get initial traffic to see your posts, even when you don't have people already following your page. So those hashtags you can just start adding to your posts, even just from your very first post when you have no followers. And then on each different post, try out different lists of 30 and see which ones perform the best. So you might find that a certain type of photo performs best with a certain list of 30 hashtags. You might find that you start making an optimized list of 30 with the ones that you think are performing the absolute best and the most relevant. And then you have your core list of 30. But just start playing around with those hashtags in the beginning. Remember, put them in a comment, and that's how you'll get initial traffic to your page. So how do you start building up the followers on your page? This is another cool thing. So we'll come back to search over here, and we already have yoga typed in. So we'll switch it from tags over to accounts. Now, these are all going to be big yoga accounts. And what we'll do is we'll come into them and we'll go to their followers, and you can actually follow people here. Now, I want to be clear about this. This is not something that you should do on a large scale. You can do something like 20, 50, or maybe 100 max per day, but you really don't want to overdo this because then it can start looking spammy. And you can see that if you start doing this, your account might have 6,000 people that you're following and only like 50 followers. You really don't want that look because that looks spammy. So just do this in moderation, but this is a really good way that you're finding people that already follow a page that's in your niche, and you're just following those followers, you'll find a lot of the times they will follow you right back. And that way you're just building an audience around that niche. Another cool thing you can do here is a lot of the times their followers are not exactly active in this list. Maybe they followed 5 years ago and they don't use it anymore. But if you come down to some of their more recent posts, you can go to these likes. Now these people are all active. These are people who just liked their recent post, and you can follow them here. And this post was 17 hours ago. So you know these people are still using Instagram. They're still interested in yoga and this niche. So apply the same concept to your niche. So when all of that is said and done, you'll start to build up followers on your page. And even before you do that, you'll have hashtags on your posts that'll get you the niche traffic. And as always, don't forget to put your storefront link in the website link right here, not in the bio, but in the website. This is the only place that's going to be actually clickable on your whole Instagram page. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope that helped you. I hope it saved you time and frustration, and just keep doing that. It's all about consistency in the beginning. Now, a nice little tool you can use to start automating the posting on your Instagram page is later.com. Now, it's completely free to use and you can do like 30 posts per month, but check out that tool. It's a really good tool that helps me a lot and will save you a lot of time as well. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And again, if you'd like the one-on-one review of your storefront or on your Instagram page, whatever it is, just go over to one of the courses and buy any of my courses on Udemy. It's only $10 for the course and you get lifetime access to one-on-one reviews. And with all that being said, I hope this video brought value to you guys. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to do that. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.